my channel. Today I'm here with another Empties video, and I say this at the beginning of every Empties video, but I like these kind of videos because I feel like you can really get a sense for what you think and feel about a product after using it so much that you completely use it up. So that's why I like filming these for you. I feel like I can really give you my full, honest, and thorough opinion on a product after using it so much that it's empty. I have a ton of products to show you guys today. I'm not sure when my last Empties video was, but it was at least like 3 or 4 months ago, I think. So I have been collecting all of my products, all my beauty, household, lifestyle products, and collecting them to share, you know, what I've been thinking about them for the last couple months. And so I have accumulated quite the amount of products, and normally I only have enough to fill this little guy, but this time I also have this big guy full of products. So I think I am going to take a second and kind of pour all this out and split it up kind of into categories. I know I have a couple of repeats in here, so I want to kind of get those all clumped together, and then we can dive right into it. Okay, so I think I have everything pretty much all sorted. I have it kind of like spread out in front of me, clumped into kind of categories. So I'm going to start over here and then kind of make my way across, and we are going to start with the home goods items. So first off, I have a bunch of different laundry detergent that I kind of wanted to go through. I am the main laundry doer of our household, and so I am the one that kind of, you know, obviously uses the laundry detergent. And the first thing I have is 2 bottles of this Method 4 times concentrated laundry detergent, and I don't know if it has a scent. I think it just says free and clear, so I think this is scent free, but so as far as the laundry detergent, I did like it. It was very effective. It got our clothes cleaned, and yeah, it was fine. The one thing I really didn't like was the fact that it was a pour bottle, and I don't know if you can really see it, but around the cap it has just like kind of crusted up soap gunk all around it, and so every time that you would go to like pick it up or, you know, twist off the cap, you'd get this gross like soap stuff all over your hands, and it just literally drove me crazy. And so it started with the first bottle, and I didn't want to buy a second one, but when I ran out of laundry detergent and we went to go, you know, buy more from Target, this was the only kind they had, and so I just decided to suck it up for another round and bought this, and kind of instantly regretted it because of course it was just as much of a pain in the butt the second time around. So yeah, it was fine. What we usually use is also from Method, because like I said, I like it as a soap, so I use the Method, I believe it's 8 times concentrated, the pump version, and that is awesome. First of all, you need to use less because it's 8 times concentrated instead of 4 times like these are, but also it's a pump, and so it's a lot cleaner, it's a lot easier to use, and so that is kind of the detergent that I have been using regularly and wanting to actually go back to. So I will not be repurchasing these, but I will be continuing to use the Method brand. I'm gonna pop these back in here so I don't get my comforter all messy. All right, and so the next 2 little guys, I have some more laundry detergent, and these are the 7th generation free and clear natural laundry detergent. And again, I bought these after I ran through my second bottle of that Method stuff because I did want to switch back to the pump version, but I actually ordered it online from Grove Collaboration, and I actually did a video on them a little while back, I believe in like kind of last winter. So if you're interested in them, they're an awesome online company that they stock like natural home and beauty products, and I just absolutely love them. And they also offer products that I normally buy, you know, like Method and Mrs. Meyer's at a discount. So yeah, so I was ordering the pump soap from them, and I was waiting for it to arrive, and I did not want to buy another one of these big old bottles of pour detergent, so I got these tiny ones while I was waiting for my pump to come in. And again, I don't know, I wasn't blown away by these detergents as, you know, detergents, but I also wasn't, you know, I didn't fall in love, and they again had the issue of getting all crusty and yucky around the cap, and so didn't like that either. I am definitely going to be sticking with the pump for a long time. I also have a bottle of this Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day dish soap, and this is in the limited edition seasonal scent of peppermint. And I really liked this. I was using it around Christmas time, obviously, and it was, I don't know, kind of a fun way to make doing the dishes a little more festive. So I really liked it. I thought it did a really good job at, you know, cutting through grease as it says. And yeah, I recently did start using more Mrs. Meyer's products because for a while I was pretty much exclusively using the Method brand throughout my house, but I had heard a lot of good things about Mrs. Meyer's, and so I wanted to start giving her stuff a try. And I think I got a bundle of her stuff again on Grove collaboration a while ago, and I believe this was part of it. So yeah, I really did like this dish soap. I believe I purchased one more already, but I'm currently back to using Method. But I would definitely consider buying this brand again in the future. I think I might just kind of switch back and forth depending maybe on like what's on sale or what has a nice scent available. But yeah, I definitely recommend this. And this is the other dish soap that I have been using when I'm not using the Mrs. Meyer's dish soap. This is the Method dish soap, and it is in the scent Honey Crisp Apple, which I absolutely loved. It smelled so yummy and just made doing the dishes so much more enjoyable. And I think, you know, whatever can make you enjoy doing the dishes, it's definitely, you know, a perk. So yeah, again, I really like this dish soap. I've been using it for a while now, and I will continue to purchase this in the future. Alright, and I think my last Mrs. Meyer's product for this Empties video is the Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day. I believe it's just called the hand soap. Yeah, and this is in the orange clove scent. And again, I was using this around Christmas, and it smelled like pomanders. I don't know if you guys did this as children, but growing up, my mom always had us make orange pomanders where you'd stick little cloves into the peel of an orange and, you know, sit them in a bowl and kind of make fun little patterns with the cloves, and it just made the whole house smell really nice, kind of like cinnamon and orange. And yeah, so that's definitely what this reminded me of, and so it was really fun to use this around the holidays. And yeah, I really liked this. We have, again, repurchased a couple of these Mrs. Meyer's hand soaps for around the apartment, and I have been really liking using them. Alright, I do have one kind of office-related Empties, and that is my cardstock. That is my absolute go-to favorite cardstock. I use the Wausau paper, I think that's how you say it, bright white cardstock in 65 pounds, and this is 96 bright. And this is kind of what the little insert looks like. I saved it for all of my fellow stationery lovers out there. But yeah, so this is the cardstock I use for pretty much everything. I've used it for years and years, and I love it. All right, moving on into kind of like health, I guess, related things. I have the 2 vitamins that I take every single day. I use fish oil omega-3, and this is the 1,000 milligram strength, I guess, and vitamin D3 in 1,000 IU, whatever that means, and these are both the 365 brands from Whole Foods. I take both of these at the recommendation of my acupuncturist, and yeah, I really like them, and so I take one of each every morning right after I eat breakfast. And yeah, I am not particularly attached to the 365 brand, but I don't know, I've been liking it, and this is generally what I end up buying, so yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna kind of move into the beauty realm of things. I think I'm gonna start with all of like, I don't know, I'm gonna start with kind of the boring stuff, then move to shower stuff, and then finish off with skincare and beauty items. Save the best for last. So we are going to start with my contact lens solution. Super exciting, I know, but I am currently using the Kirkland Signature Multi-Purpose Disinfecting Solution, and this is from Costco, and I believe I mentioned in my last video, for years and years I was using the BioTrue contact lens solution, and then I just kind of decided to try this Costco brand on a whim pretty much, and ended up, I mean, I didn't notice a difference at all. My eyes still feel completely moisturized throughout the day, and I'm not sure what else you can expect from a contact lens solution, so it's a heck of a lot cheaper, and so I've been using this. I bought it originally in a 3-pack, and I believe this is the second bottle of it, so I think I'm currently using the second bottle of it, so this was the first one. And yeah, I got it, I mean, at least 6 months ago, and so these are huge, they last forever, and like I said, I got 3, so I definitely plan to repurchase this once I run out of all of my current bottles of it. Alright, next up I have 3 tubes of my toothpaste, and I use the Sensodyne Pro Enamel Gentle Whitening Toothpaste. I was for a while thinking about, I've talked about this in every Empties video, I love this toothpaste, I've been using it for years, and for a while I was thinking that I was going to switch to their like full strength whitening toothpaste, but then I realized that that wasn't the Pro Enamel line, it was just Sensodyne toothpaste, and I decided against trying it because I really like the fact that it strengthens your enamel, and so I didn't want to kind of give that up for the whitening. So yeah, I'm still using the Gentle Whitening Pro Enamel version of Sensodyne's toothpaste, and I love, love, love it. It is by far my favorite toothpaste, and I plan to continue to use it. Okay, next I wanted to talk about the razors that I have been using. For years I was using the Gillette Fusion, I believe, the men's razor, and I really liked it, and I thought I was just going to use that until the day I died. I really liked that razor, but then Melissa, my fiance, decided to give the I think it's like, you know, the subscription razor blade things from online to try, and we decided to go with Harry's, and we absolutely fell in love with it. I have literally never ever used a razor that is as good or as smooth. It's just the best shave, the smoothest. Before trying these, I never really thought that it could get any better, I guess, than the razor that I was using. I thought it was pretty much, you know, that's the best it could be, but trying these new razors, they were so sharp and so smooth, and it was so easy to use, and I love it. And my one complaint was the fact that their razor heads didn't fully swivel. They were kind of on like a rubberized connector thing rather than a full swivel head. I don't know. Anyways, they changed that. And so my one complaint that I did have is no longer an issue. So I am just completely thrilled with these razors and plan to continue using them and repurchasing them. We've been using them, I don't know, maybe a year by now, I think. And so yeah, we'll definitely continue to use these. And it makes it even easier now because I believe they are available in Target as well. So that's just, you don't even have to order them online. You can get them right in the store, which is also awesome if you run out before you remember to reorder online. All right, so next up I have our shampoo, and both Melissa and I have been using this. This is the Nourishing Plus Coconut Milk Shampoo by Organics, and we love it. It definitely was a little bit of a learning curve starting it, which sounds kind of weird when you're talking about a shampoo, but it isn't like other normal drugstore shampoos, I guess. It's a little thicker, and I believe since it has stuff like egg white proteins and coconut oil, it's a little harder to kind of spread throughout your hair and to get to like really suds up like a traditional shampoo would. And so I've discovered that it makes it a lot easier if your hair is pretty much saturated with water when you put the shampoo on your head, and that just makes it a lot easier to kind of spread throughout your roots and really, get in there and suds up. And I love it. I do not have any plans of going back to traditional shampoo because this is just, my hair feels so clean. It doesn't feel like it leaves any shampoo residue in there, and it feels like I'm doing good for my hair. It feels healthy, it feels nourished, I guess. But yeah, I really like this shampoo, so does Melissa, and we have repurchased this a couple times now and plan to continue to do so. I also have the same line in the conditioner. This is the tiny little bottle, and again, love it. It makes my hair feel really moisturized and healthy, and I've already repurchased a bigger bottle of it and plan to continue using it for a while. Okay, I have a couple of body washes. This is the St. Ives Nourish and Soothe Oatmeal and Shea Butter Body Wash, and I've talked about this before. I got a tiny little sample bottle of it when we went to Mexico and really fell in love with the scent, and so I decided to buy the full-size bottle of it, and it smells really, really good. I think I love just the oatmeal smell. I don't know, I really liked it. This body wash is also 100% made with natural extracts, and it's paraben free, and I like to kind of try and go as natural with my products as I can. I don't go crazy with it, but kind of I'm trying to slowly make the shift into as natural products as I can. So obviously I don't think this is as natural as a body wash could be, but yeah, I really liked it, and it does have the step in the right direction at least. So yeah, I really liked this. It smelled really good. We didn't repurchase this, but I wouldn't be totally opposed to buying it again in the future. Just, I don't know, we didn't not repurchase it because we didn't like it. It's just, we didn't fall in love and we were ready to try something new, basically. All right, my next body wash is the Method Foaming Body Wash with Aloe and Vitamin E in the scent Ruby Orange. And we both, Melissa and I, really, really loved this, and we are actually currently trying to repurchase it. We are having a little bit of a tough time finding it in stores, but it lasted really, really long. I don't remember exactly how long we were using it, but it definitely, both of us noticed that it lasted a lot longer than, say, like a liquid shampoo would. So we really liked this, and I don't know about you guys, but I just like foaming soap products, and it just, I don't know, feels fun, I guess. But yeah, I really liked this. It smelled really good. Cleaned really well, so I will definitely be repurchasing this once I find it at Target again. Okay, I have a couple of lotions. I have these two, the Body Shop Body Butters, and this one is in Pink Grapefruit, and this is in, I think, just mango. But yeah, I love both of these. Melissa got this for me, I think a couple years ago for a birthday or Christmas, and then we bought this one on our way to Mexico, and I love these body butters. They feel so nice and luxurious when you're applying them, and they smell phenomenal. I definitely plan to repurchase more of these. Sorry if you see Dakota down in the corner, she's been sleeping at the end of the bed and she just rearranged. Hi! But yeah, so I think I'm also currently working through another little guy like this. I forget what scent I have, but when that's out, I will definitely be buying another one of these. And another lotion I have is the Savannah Bee Company Magnolia Hand Lotion with Nourishing Royal Jelly and Honey. And I was using this as a hand lotion. I kept it in my desk to kind of use throughout the day, and honestly, I just used it because we had it. I wasn't a huge fan. I felt like it left my hands greasy, which really drives me crazy, so I don't think I'll be repurchasing this. And next I have the Origins Maskimizer Skin Optimizing Mask Primer. And honestly, I didn't notice any difference between using it versus not, but it made me feel fancy, so I don't know. It's just kind of, I feel like, a fun gimmicky product, and I don't really know how you would be able to tell if it was doing anything because it's hard enough, I feel like, to tell if a face mask worked. So yeah, I don't know. I may repurchase it in the future at some point depending on how expensive it was, just because it's kind of like a fun little pampery thing to add to, you know, a pamper night when you're doing a face mask. So yeah, it was fun. I don't think it's really necessary. And then I do have a couple of different face mask kind of sample things. I have the Andalou Naturals 1000 Roses Rose Water Face Mask, and I've used this before. This is the little single-use one that I got from Whole Foods, and I really like it. I definitely feel like it's nice and like nourishing and moisturizing for my skin, and it definitely leaves my face feeling really soft afterwards, and it smells like roses. So there's that one, and then I have the Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask. And I got this little guy in a Sephora Play box, but I've used it before, and I really love this mask. I have yet to purchase it because the last time I tried it, again, was a sample from the Origins store, but I love this mask, and I've been meaning to buy it for a while now. I just never got around to it, so I was really excited when I got in a Play box so I could use it again without buying it. But yeah, I really feel like it clears up my face and kind of cleans out my pores, and it just feels really nice applying. So yeah, I love this mask and would definitely recommend it, and I am planning on buying it. I also have a pack of Burts Bees facial cleansing towelettes in pink grapefruit, and that is what it looks like. I really love that it has like that plastic kind of I guess opening to it, so you can, you know, open it up, and then it has that sticker you can pull up to get to the actual towels. I feel like it really keeps the towels, you know, fresh and stays moist for as long as you have them. I don't use these every day. I kind of use them sporadically whenever I don't feel like washing my face, or just kind of need to, I don't know, wipe my face off in the middle of the day or something. So yeah, I don't use these regularly, so they end up hanging around for quite a while, but they definitely don't dry out by the time I get to the last one, which I attribute to the little plastic top. And I really do like these towelettes. I've used these a couple of times, and I feel like they, you know, fully get your makeup off when you're trying to remove makeup. They're not too harsh on my skin, which I've experienced with other products like the Simple wipes. They felt really rough when I, you know, wiped my face with them, and these are nice and gentle, but they aren't flimsy. So I really like these cleansing towels. I already have another pack in my bathroom right now, and I plan to continue to use them. I also have 2 bottles of the Heritage Store Rose Water and Glycerin. I talk about these in most of my Empties videos as well. I use these to make my homemade toner. I use 1 part the rose water and glycerin to 1 part apple cider vinegar, and the little pump bottle that I got off Amazon works out perfectly, so that half of the bottle is equal to 1 of these bottles, and so it's really easy to mix together. I just dump this in, fill the rest up with apple cider vinegar, and it's good to go. I love this toner. I got the idea from Jen on Pretty Neat Living here on YouTube, and it's just, I love it so much. It doesn't feel harsh. It feels nice and, you know, kind of a little bit of cleansing, a little bit of moisturizing, and definitely really balancing. And so I plan to continue to use this for a long time. I also have 2 of the Spot Treatment little roller balls that I've been using and really loving. These are by Desert Essence, and they're the Blemish Touch Sticks, and I get these from Whole Foods, and these are by far the best spot treatments that I've ever tried. I used to swear by the Clinique one, but I think these are honestly more effective, and they don't dry out my skin, and I feel like they are very fast acting. So I mean, sometimes it will clear up, you know, a spot overnight, and it's just, I don't know, I love these, and I definitely plan to continue to purchase them and use them. I use it every morning and night with both skincare routines. I believe the packaging says you're supposed to use it like 5 or 6 times throughout the day. Honestly, if I remember throughout the day, I may apply it to, you know, each spot an additional time, but normally I just stick to the morning and night application, and it does just fine. The one thing I have noticed is that they are, I guess, stronger and more effective when the bottle is brand new versus when it has been, you know, it's towards the end of things, and I think it just kind of loses its potency a little bit because I believe these rely on like natural essential oils to fight the, you know, blemish. And so, yeah, I don't know, that's just something I've noticed. But every time I buy another stick and, you know, start it brand new, I'm kind of re-amazed at how well it works. And yeah, I love these. And so if you're struggling with acne, I would definitely recommend checking these out. Like I said, I get them at Whole Foods. Okay, and then I have 3 things of cotton rounds. I use these mostly with my toner for my morning and night skincare, but occasionally I'll use them for something else, maybe like makeup removal or whatever. Normally I use coconut oil, but if I do use a specific eye makeup remover, I'll use these. I have 1 pack of the Whispers hypoallergenic 100% cotton rounds and I'm not sure where I got these, but I just had Melissa pick these up for me whenever I ran out of, you know, one of my packs of cotton rounds, and she got these and they were fine from what I remember. I don't know. But I've also regularly been using the Up and Up version, and I think these are my current favorites. They are really nice, and they don't kind of fall apart as you use them, but they're also not harsh. I tried their exfoliating ones and I wasn't really a fan, but these are just the basic cotton rounds, and yeah, I buy them in packs of I think 3 or something like that, and I've really been liking them. All right, the last skincare item, and we are almost done with this video. I have a ton of little moisturizing sample sizes. So I've been getting a lot of moisturizers in my Sephora play boxes, and I like to kind of test them out with my skincare routines. Sorry, there's Dakota again. And yeah, some I really love, some I could, you know, kind of give or take. And yeah, so let's get started. The first one I'm going to show you is the one that I absolutely fell in love with, and I really, really want to buy another one of these, but it's quite pricey. So this is the Belif the True Cream Aqua Bomb, and it is a really nice like gel moisturizer, and I prefer gel moisturizers. I just think they feel nicer on my skin. I have more oily skin, and so they don't feel like they leave extra, you know, I don't know, I guess oil on my face, and they just, I don't know, I love how they apply, and especially this one. It feels amazing putting it on your skin, and I love it. It felt so nice and so luxurious, and I am a complete convert. It like kind of had a little bit of like a jelly. It kind of felt a little thicker than other gel moisturizers, I guess. I can't really describe the texture of this, but it was a little different than traditional gel moisturizers, and I was just all about it. I really love it, and I would love to use this again. Next up, I have the Drunk Elephant Lala Retro Whipped Cream, and I was really excited when I got this in the play box because I've heard, again, Jen on Pretty Neat Living rave about Drunk Elephant products, and so I was really excited to finally give one a try because they are, again, quite pricey. And honestly, while it did feel pretty nice and luxurious, and it was a nice, thick-ish facial cream, I wasn't blown away. I don't know if my expectations were a little too high or if it just isn't a product for me. Like I said, I do prefer gel moisturizers over, you know, creamier moisturizers, so maybe it just wasn't meant for me, but I don't know, it did feel really nice when applying it. It didn't feel like a basic moisturizer. It felt pretty luxurious, so I didn't dislike it, but I wasn't as impressed as I was planning on being. And speaking of kind of letdown products, this is the Ole Henriksen Sheer Transformation Facial Cream. And honestly, to me, the only impression I got of this moisturizer was how basic it was. I mean, it seemed like it could be any drugstore, like, you know, $3 or $4 white facial moisturizer. It was so unremarkable. I don't know if it was supposed to be, and I hate talking negative about products because, I don't know, it did, you know, moisturize my face just fine, but it didn't, you know, I'm pretty sure this is a pretty expensive brand as well, and so for something that, you know, costs more money, I would kind of expect it to just, I don't know, you can feel when products are nicer. Like I was talking about, the other two just felt really nice applying to your skin, and this just felt like a basic white lotion. So I was unimpressed with this. Will not be buying this in the future. Alright, next I have the Caudalie Moisturizing Sorbet, and I used this as part of my morning routine. So a lot of these, again, I forgot to say, but I would use for either morning or night. I believe the Belif True Cream I was using at night. I think I also used Ole Henriksen and Drunk Elephant at night, I'm pretty sure. So these other two moisturizers were ones that I used in my morning skincare routine. And because I like, you know, obviously a lighter skincare in the morning and then heavier at night, basically. So yeah, back to the Caudalie Moisturizing Sorbet. It did feel really nice applying, but again, it was more of a lotion rather than a gel, so it wasn't going to be my favorite thing. I did like how it was kind of whipped and it felt really light and fluffy. I thought it was fun, and it did feel really nice, but again, it's not my favorite type of product, and so I don't think I'll be buying this in the full size. Alright, last moisturizer is the Clinique Pep Start Hydro Blur Moisturizer. And this was kind of really fun. It definitely was a moisturizer that felt like it had like silicone in it, I think. It has the same kind of texture as the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, which I believe is majorly silicone based, if I'm not incorrect. So, I don't know, I really like that feel in a product, and so I did enjoy how this felt. As far as blurring, I can't really say I noticed any of that, but I also wasn't really, that's not why I was using this, I was just using it as a moisturizer. But yeah, again, I did like how it felt kind of applying on my face, and it didn't leave things greasy or anything, so I would consider buying this again in the future. And all of those moisturizers I just mentioned, by the way, if I didn't say, I received in a Sephora Play Box. But I have one last moisturizer that I didn't get in a Play Box. I got this in like the little Target travel section, and this is the Pond's Clarent B3 Dark Spot Correcting Cream, and this is for normal to dry skin. So that might be why I didn't like it, because I have oily skin, not dry skin, but this left my face so greasy. I feel like I was just applying a level of grease to my face in the morning, and I was not a fan. I basically struggled to get through this because I have an issue. I hate throwing out products that are unused. So I feel like I have to finish something if I have it. And so, yeah, I finished it. I got, you know, every last little scrap out of the bottle, and it is completely gone, but it was a little painful to get through because I really didn't like this, and I will not be repurchasing it. But if you have dry skin, you might like this. I mean, I know a lot of people love the Pond's brands, but this just wasn't for me. Alright, my very last empty I'm going to share with you today is my all-time, long-time, I guess, favorite mascara, and this is the Clinique High Impact Mascara. This is the mascara that they hand out in pretty much every single Clinique bonus bag, and I have a bajillion and one sample sizes of these, and I feel like sample sizes are all you ever really need of mascara since they don't last that long. But yeah, I really like this mascara. I have really tiny, short, barely there lashes, and long lashes are like one of my favorite things, and so I try anything I can to get long lashes, and this is definitely one of my all-time favorite mascaras. It makes your lashes look really thick and long and dark, and yeah, I've been using this, I want to say since middle school. I've been using this forever and ever, and I really love this mascara. It is a tried and true, long-time favorite. Alright, that completely finishes things up. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for sticking with me. I realized that was a ton of products to get through, but I hope you guys picked up some, I don't know, ideas for new products that you might want to try yourself. Let me know if you've tried any of these products and what you think of them in the description box or in the comments below. And let me know if you agree what I thought or disagree with what I thought about them. And yeah, I think that is all I have for you guys today though, so thanks for watching. Feel free to share this video on Facebook or Twitter and give it a thumbs up if you liked it. It really helps me out, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!